Hello and welcome to my channel Close to the Edge. My name is Pat, where we talk about all things prog rock, classic rock, heavy rock, and maybe even a sticker rock. Stick around. You never know. You never know. Anyway, welcome all my subscribers, new viewers, and I hope you're going to enjoy this video. Today's video is about Wishbone Ash's album Argus. And the question I pose is Argus by Wishbone Ash one of the greatest rock albums of the 1970s? That's the question I'm going to ask. I'm going to go through the album track by track and we'll see where we are with it. But before I do that, I just want to give a big shout out to one of my brilliant subscribers, John Wheatcroft there from the UK. He sent me a little present there. I got it yesterday. My birthday's coming up next Saturday, and he sent me 2 CDs and a book. He sent me this by Genesis, live over Europe, released I think 2007 when they reformed again with Phil Collins. Haven't listened to it yet, John, but I will. He also sent me this King Crimson, live in Central Park in 1974. I think it's the King Crimson Collectors Club, number 10. I think it was released in April 2000. It's their last concert in the 70s. And listen to this. This is absolutely superb. Unbelievable. And the creme de la creme. He sent me a book by Martin Popoff, Deep Purple Family, Year by Year, Volume 1 up to 1979. I started reading it. Absolutely brilliant by Martin Popoff. But John, you're so generous. You didn't have to do that. But really, John, thank you very, very much. Okay, now on with the video. So we're going to talk about this brilliant album, Argus by Wishbone Ash, released in 1972, their third album. What an amazing album this is. It really is. But we'll go through it and a question I asked, is it one of the greatest rock albums of the 1970s? Brilliant British band. I had the pleasure of seeing them twice, and I had also had the pleasure of speaking to Martin Turner and Andy Powell after one of the gigs, and they're so down to earth. Brilliant guys. I also have the CD of it. It's remastered. I don't have the box set of it. It's way too expensive for my taste. Love to have it, but you know yourself. But anyway, this album kicks off with Time Was. I remember when I heard this track first, it absolutely blew my boat, as I used to say. Blew my boat. What a brilliant track. Starts off so gentle. Very gentle. Bit of acoustic. Just gentle, and then it gets going. And the vocals by Martin Turner on it is absolutely brilliant. Another 3 of them sing. Ted Turner sings as well. Andy Powell. But absolutely an amazing track to start off an album. And you know you're in for something special when that's the very first track. What a way to kick it off. Absolutely amazing. The second track, Sometime Worlds, is my favourite track on the album. And people ask me, why is that, Pat, your favourite track on the album? Well, it's prog rock, is what it is. It's absolutely stunning. The bass work on this track by Martin Turner is incredible. You know, boom, 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 boom. It's just brilliant. Brilliant track. And every time I play it, you know, goosebumps. You know yourself, the old hair stands up in the back of your neck. One of those tracks. I know we all have one of those tracks that does that. I have a lot of tracks that does that, but this one especially. And then the closer on the album, Blowing Free. What a brilliant kind of bluesy track. You know, typical Wishbone Ash. And the brilliant thing I love about the Wishbone Ash is the harmony guitars, the twin lead guitars. Now, I know they weren't the first band to do twin lead, far from it, but I think they mastered it better than a lot of them. And they heavily influenced the likes of Iron Maiden and Tin Lizzy, to name but 2. Obviously, I think they influenced a lot more than that. But Blowing Free, the way it ends, side 1, classic, you know, short enough track, but brilliant track. Then we go on to side 2, the opening track, The King Will Come. Wow, just wow. It's one of the staple tracks they've had live all down through the years. They're even playing now, with Andy Powell just left now in the band at the moment, but they still play that track. And it's an incredible, beautiful, rocky track. You know, stunning, stunning. Second track on side 2, Leaf and a Stream. It's a nice gentle track, isn't it? It's just gentle. It's like the title, Leaf and Stream. You know, you can imagine it, a leaf flowing down on a stream. And that track conjures up those images in my mind. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful track. And then the heaviest track on the album, in my opinion, the third track, Warrior. I've got to be a warrior. What amazing track. The way it starts off with that guitar. Doom, doom, doom. You know, it's absolutely superb. And the guitar work by Ted Turner and Andy Powell, it's absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. Couldn't say any more about that. What an amazing rock track. And then the last track on the album, Throw Down Your Sword. Throw Down Death Sword. Sorry, beg your pardon. What? Oh my God, what a way to end an album. And the singing on it is absolutely sublime. And a lot of people said about Wishbone Ash that their vocals weren't a strong point. Maybe they have a point. But I think they have a lot of harmony vocals. And I like their vocals. And I love this band. And that's a way, you know, to close the album is absolutely stunning. Stunning. Anyway, there's only 7 tracks on the album now. On the CD, there's bonus tracks on it. I think they're live. I think you have Jailbait, The Pilgrim, and Phoenix on this particular remastered CD. Live. But going by, of course, the original LP, 7 tracks, and what an amazing album. So in my opinion, it's one of the greatest albums of the 1970s. Absolutely, without hesitation, I would say it's one of the greatest albums. A lot of brilliant albums by other bands, like, you know, a lot of UK bands and American bands. But for me, it is. And they're a very underrated band in many respects, you know, because they never really made it, you know, big. But that was their highest charting album in the UK. And that's my opinion. I'd love to read in the comments what your opinion is. You might think it's up, down, whatever. And you might also think that they have better albums. Strangely enough, my favourite album by Wishbone Ash is New England. And the reason being it's my favourite is because that's the first one I heard. And it kind of sticks in the head. But when I heard that album, my God. You know, it's the creme de la creme, really, isn't it? The creme de la creme. But anyway, that's all it from me for now. And if you do like this video, please do subscribe and like it and share it around. If you could please share it around, get my viewers up. Some of my videos do well, some don't, you know yourself. And whatever you're doing, stay safe. And one thing is always nice. It's nice to be nice. That's very, very important. But anyway, from me, Pat, here on Close to the Edge, until the next time. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.